Dan Illman, Mike Beer. The first of 5 stakes races at Saratoga on Whitney Day Saturday is the Grade 3 Troy Stakes. Turf sprinters going 5.5 furlongs in race number 5. Bet all of the races at Saratoga with a DRF Bets account. Easy sign up. Type in the promo code HELLO. Let's take a look at the field for these turf sprinters. You got the best one in the country, in my opinion, and the number 1, World of Trouble. And that's what everyone else has been in when they faced this horse for what, 7 out of the last 8 races?
Yes.
7 wins, 1 runner-up finish where he earned a 118 Beyer speed figure, good on dirt, good on turf. Got a nice, easy trip last time out in the Jaipur. And Christophe Clement's got double-barreled action in here. 1 speed, 1 closer. World of Trouble, I don't think he's going to have it easy on the lead. Does he need it?
I don't know. I mean, if based on the races that he's run in the past, he doesn't need it. He does not need to get loose on the lead to run his best race. So maybe it's just not going to matter, Dan. But I do think it's going to be a little different this time. His last 2 races in particular, he just had complete control of those paces. Too good for those horses. Never in any danger at any point. I think he will take pressure in this race. Is it going to matter? It may not matter. He just might be too good for these horses. But I think if you're going to beat him, maybe you're going to beat him on Saturday.
Timeform US has the pace projector for this race. And, of course, they have this horse up close to the pace. They have Pure Sensation up close to the pace. Shockingly enough, they have Rocket Heat out there on the early lead. And Rocket Heat is an old class master. And a lot of folks don't know Michael Tenuzzo. He does a very, very good job with his horses. He claimed Rocket Heat for 62.5 at the Spa last year, has turned this horse into a stakes winner and graded stakes placed. Rocket Heat used to have gas. I don't know if they want to deal with the 2 speeds to the inside. Maybe they sit third.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he does have speed when they decide to use it. You could go back to his last race. I know it was soft turf, though, and he just got outrun to the lead by Pure Sensation that day. Maybe he just doesn't like to cut in the ground. You know, we'll see what they do in here. It almost feels like if they have designs on winning, they are going. But I just don't know that it's going to matter for him in this race.
Pure Sensation has won 13 of 33, $1.7 million in his career. Doesn't mind cutting the ground, doesn't mind it firm. And look, Clement's just done a tremendous job with this horse. Yeah. He's brought him back at 8. He's 3 for 3. Last time out in the Park Stash, I thought it was a pretty easy pace he was able to make. Didn't like the way he was drifting out in the stretch, but he earned a triple-digit Beyer. And if he doesn't go gate to wire in here, he helps his friend Disco Partner.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think maybe, listen, who knows? He deserves his chance in this race anyway. He's good enough to win this on his own merits. He might be in here, though, just to ensure that they go in front of Disco Partner in this race. Either way, he could be a big thorn in the side of World of Trouble in this race because he's very fast. He's very, very game, too. When you hook him in a fight, he does not just relent to you. So he makes things very difficult on the favorite here.
Speaking of Disco Partner, he won this race in 2016. He is the number 2, only 2 starts this year. One in the Shakertown at Keeneland. It was off the layoff. You could argue, okay, he needed that race, and he ran into a pretty good horse in Imprimis. Last time out in the Jaipur, he got no pace. He was still coming with his good, honest run late. Do you think with the pace scenario going to be likely different in here, he just simply is able to turn the tables, or do you have the opinion that maybe he's getting a little long in the tooth?
Yeah, I mean, I still don't have that opinion. I mean, I understand anybody who looks at him that way. I just say that he's not quite the horse that he was the past couple of years. I still think he's as good, but he's still got to prove it. You know, he's run twice this year. He didn't run great in the Shakertown. I thought he ran a little better last time. He didn't really have any chance in that race. I thought he did well to be a gaining third. This race should set up differently for him. There should be more pace, and he should be running at the end. The question is he quite as good at 5.5 as he is at 6 and 7? He might be a better horse in the longer sprint, turf sprints that they run at Belmont Park. He's won here before, Dan. This race sets up, he's going to come running.
Rusty Arnold has had such a remarkable year with horses like Concrete Rose. And look at the job he's done with the number 6 Leinster. He got blinkers on this horse. He got him to turf, and lo and behold, this horse, who was 0 for 13 to begin his career, is a pretty good turf sprinter. He didn't destroy that field, I thought, last time out at Churchill Downs. Here's a Rusty Arnold formulator fact. Past 3 years, 3-year-olds and up on the turf. Last out winners, second off the layoff, 31% winners, 320 ROI. And it's not like he's a stone cold closer. He can sit in the second flank, get the jump on the Disco Partners of the world.
This horse has really turned his career around in his last 2 starts. He's won those 2 races very impressively both times, and they're not against horses like this. But he looked real good winning, Dan. It's not that surprising. He's a younger half brother to Stormy Liberal, who's the only horse who's ever beaten World of Trouble on turf. So, I guess the biggest question is what took him so long to get him over to the grass. He got there. I really like his last 2 races. I think he will get a good trip in this race. Is he good enough? I don't know, but I'd be willing to take a little bit of a shot at a price.
World of Trouble, way the horse to beat, obviously. But let's take a look at our top picks in this race. You're going with Leinster. I'm going with the horse that I believe might be the now disco partner, and that is the 4-year-old Wet Your Whistle, who has won his last 4 races, 3 from Michael Trombetta, who had a winner at Saratoga on Thursday. Wet Your Whistle just flew home last time out in the Highlander. I mean, he was last, he came widest, he came fastest, he ran them down. He has looked good on turf. Obviously, he has to run better, but he's a relatively lightly raced 4-year-old that's going to get some pace. I just hope he's not completely out-sprinted, because like Disco Partner, maybe he's a little better at 6.
Maybe. He's been real good in his last 3, though, Dan. He handled 5.5 in his first 2 turf sprints of the year, and he handled that distance very impressively as well. Listen, he's like a lot of other horses in here. He's in a very tough spot against horses like World of Trouble and Disco Partner, but he's on the way up, I think, in these ranks. He's been very impressive.
So this is the kind of race where we're just taking a bit of a stab. World of Trouble is the horse to beat. You have to use him in any kind of multiple race wagers as a real heavy A, but we will take prices on the win end of things. You're going with the 6 Leinster. I'm going with Wet Your Whistle. It's 5-1 for me. You're going 6-1. Who else?
Yep. I went 6-1-2-5 in here. I'm not way against World of Trouble in here, but maybe this is the spot to take a shot.
We'll see if World of Trouble can do it again. He's looking for his 6th consecutive victory and 10 wins from 14 lifetime starts. It's the first of 5 stakes at Saratoga on Whitney Saturday. Get involved with that DRF Bets account by typing in the promo code HELLO. Approximate post time for the Troy is 3:21 Eastern. Good luck.